story today about surrendering everything to Jesus. When I was a little baby, I was born and I was a very sick baby. I was so sick, I was in the intensive care, and the doctors called my mom and dad one day and said, "You need to come to the hospital if you want to see your little girl before she dies." And it was very scary for my parents. The doctors told them that if I lived, that they would wish I hadn't, because I'd be so sick that they would regret that I was living. And so my parents prayed and prayed. Do you guys pray for things sometimes? You pray for something over and over? How many of you guys do that? I know I do. And they prayed and prayed for me. They prayed that God would heal me because they loved me. And then I wasn't getting better. And this went on. I started to have seizures. I had seizures for months and months. And it was making my parents very tired and worried about me. And then one day, they had always prayed that I would get better and that I would be well. But one day, they prayed that God's will would be done, and that if God wanted me to die, that they wouldn't have to suffer anymore. And that if God was going to heal me, that He would heal me so that they could live a more normal life, and it was just too much for them to keep going through this. So they prayed that and they surrendered all to Jesus. And from that day forward, I wasn't sick anymore. But when I was a little girl, I had a hard time learning. I had a hard time reading, and I had a hard time memorizing, and this happened until I was about in 10th grade in high school. And I think it was probably from some brain damage I had when I was a baby. But you know, God is faithful. When I was around that age, I started to really memorize the Bible. And the Bible has a special way of opening up your brain to make it work really well, because God's the source of all wisdom. And you know what? I started to be able to read and to understand and to memorize. And now God has brought me through, and I'm a doctor now. And that's because of God's grace. It's not because of anything that I was born with that made it easy. And I just want to encourage you guys all, as you think about that story, to give all to Jesus, to be all in for Him, and to surrender all to Him. And there's a verse that goes along with that that says, "Call to me and I will answer you and show you great and mighty things which you do not know." And when we call and we surrender all and we go all in for God, sometimes it's a little bit scary, but God always gives us the best. Would someone like to pray for us? We can have two prayers this morning. Dear Jesus, thank you for this day.